It's been a beautiful celebration. I hope you guys also had a very, very beautiful celebration. I was just chilling at home and I felt like, you know what, let me pay a visit to the warehouse and just see how things are going. My shop is on holiday, so this will be the most relaxed visit I will ever make to my warehouse in a very, very long time, because I was always in a hurry either to ship out stuff, to quickly get to the warehouse, do one or two things, make sure that things are running. And it was always one form of hurry or the other. But today, I felt like, okay, since I'm on holiday, pretty much at home all through 25th, and today is the 26th of December, 2024, I was already feeling itchy to, kind of go back to action. It's normal when you work a lot. It's pretty much normal when you feel like after 2 days of just resting, you want to do something again. You want to go back to your, to your normal rhythm of actually driving around, going out, taking post office, dealing with customers' requests, dealing with the ups and downs that goes with running a business. So I came to the warehouse today, like I said, the most relaxed coming to the warehouse. And then just looked at a few things. There were some few others that came in, nothing dramatic. It's something I pretty much can handle tomorrow, because tomorrow, I'm actually expected to ship out some few items, and then felt like, okay, why not just actually prepare this order so that when you come around tomorrow, everything will really be very, very relaxed. I'm just going to walk in here, not really being under pressure, so I can just take the package to the post office. So I did go ahead to make sure I just finished some PCs that were supposed to be shipped out, cleaned them up, printed out the invoice for the customer, prepared the cartons, and then looked around, took stock of what I'm supposed to do when I come tomorrow. And then having done that, I felt like sitting down a little bit and just, going on to YouTube, which is something I pretty much like to do, and just to take a look at what is going on in the community. And I did see a video, and this creator was actually saying something like, Q4 sales have been abysmal. So I felt like since I'm here already in the warehouse, I'm pretty much not having anything much to do right now. Why not just sit down and talk to somebody out there, which I am always in the habit of doing, because I understand that, yes, there might be somebody out there that needs a word of encouragement or two. Perhaps my video will just go a long way in encouraging that person, because if you do not have encouragement in this game, you are very, very close to giving up. So I felt like, yes, it's important for me to talk about Q4. Q4 has traditionally been the best time of the year for eBay. Depending on the category in which you sell, you might pretty much experience a very high sales volume in this time. I sell electronics, and Q4 is actually not alien to those of us that also sell electronics. People want to buy a lot of stuff. People want to buy computers, want to buy monitors. I'll pretty much say that, yes, I recorded very, very decent sale in the first 3 weeks of Q4. And as soon as I put my shop on holiday mode, it's expected, even though I did leave orders to come in up to 15 days, it's pretty much expected when you begin to see very slow sales as soon as your shop is on holiday mode. So I did have a very good Q4. I sold a lot of stuff. I'm not going to sit down here and begin to complain. I sold pretty decent computers, although I also received a lot of returns in this time. In fact, this will be the first time this year I will receive so high volume of returns. At some point, I had to tell my wife, what's going on? What's happening? People are buying things and they're just sending it back for one reason or the other. You see, it's expected. Sometimes it cannot always be as it used to be. I never ever received so high return in the month of December. I did make videos on some of them, but like I always say on this channel, it is what it is. Returns are part of the package. So I did chew them and then I moved on. All right. But then, like I said, in the last week of December, sales just dropped. Right now, sales are pretty much not coming in, and I'm not bothered about it, because if you take a look at what's going on, people just finished Christmas. 24th, sometimes if you live in Europe, 24th is already Christmas. People are celebrating. 25th, people are pretty much relaxed. 26th, people are still just, trying to recover from the Christmas holidays. And nobody is actually going around right now looking for something to buy off of eBay, except that thing in question is a very, very important item, which is something that you cannot live without. I am pretty much experiencing low sales. Like I said, this is not unconnected to the fact that my shop is on holiday, but then depending on the category that you sell, if you sell Christmas gifts, right now you pretty much be noticing some decrease in sales. But if your sales were pretty much down in Q4, or specifically the first week of December, second week, the third week of December, and then even in the fourth week, then definitely something must be wrong, because this is the best time of the year where people actually go to make sales. This is something you want to take a close look at as you hit 2025. You want to take a look at your shop, take a look at what categories you are selling on, and see what could have possibly gone wrong. If you really experience bad sales in December or Q4, as the case may be, take a look at what you are selling. Like I said, on eBay, Q4 is generally known to be the season where people just go about shopping. People are spending money. People are spending a lot of disposable income on the things that they possibly want to have. People are buying new clothes. They are buying gifts. They are buying electronics, People are generally spending money. But then, if you really had terrible sales in this time, I honestly want to advise that you take a look at what you are selling. Take a look at the categories. See how you can actually switch things up. It's a new year, a new beginning, a new opportunity for you to actually take a critical look at your shop. It's not too late to pivot. It doesn't matter if you have been selling on the platform, selling for 7 years in the same category. It's not too late to pivot your shop. If you see that there's a category that people are actually selling, people are not having to pass through the fire just to make a sale, you want to begin to learn those categories. I also pivoted my shop at some point, but right now I pretty much just sell electronics, and I kind of found out that, look, electronics is just one stable category. People will always buy chargers for their phones. If the keyboard is defective, they always buy a new keyboard. They want to buy a mouse if the mouse doesn't work. And if you have a computer and your monitor is broken, there's nothing you can do about it. You have to actually go ahead and buy a new computer. But if the predominant items in your shop are those items that are actually used during festive seasons, during December, Christmas, New Year celebrations, then you might want to think again, because I don't know how it goes with this kind of categories, but I want to imagine that you won't be able to make a lot of sales, to sustain your business if you are in eBay as a real business. If you want to be a business that does a lot of volume in terms of cash, then you want to make sure that you are selling items that cut across every month of the year, items that are not dependent on a particular season. So it doesn't matter if we're having Christmas, so it's a New Year celebration, or Easter. You want to have items that people will generally want to have all year round. This is one little tip that you can actually implement in the coming year. Take a look at your shop. Like I said, don't be shy or don't be so rigid as to be able to make a pivot if things are not working and you actually want to make eBay work. Begin to see how you can sell in different categories. And in the new year, you must be seen taking a look and trying to find out what exactly you can do to turn situations around. Another thing that might be responsible is that, look, we understand that right now in the world, a lot is going on. People do not have money to spend. We are going through a silent recession. People are just actually struggling to make ends meet. People do not have jobs. And those that do have jobs, they are also complaining because the income from the jobs is actually not even enough to make ends meet. People do not want to spend money now on frivolities. People just want to spend money now on things that they actually do need. So one thing that you want to do is that if you are actually selling items that people do not really need or items that are not so important for human existence, this is another clarion call for you as you go into the new year to take a look at what you are selling, take a look at how you can switch things up, focus more on the items that people need. I cannot just but stress this point enough. This might be one of the big reasons why you actually experience very bad sales in Q4. If you are selling items that people literally do not need, the items that are not necessary for people to just exist, then definitely you are going to be worse hit, because right now people are so sensitive to what they put their money on. In fact, people do not want to just buy items that they do not actually need. They do not want to spend money on things that will not directly impact their life. So if you keep selling on categories where the items are not needed to actually exist, then you might be experiencing very poor sales at this time. So go ahead, take a look at your shop, see how you can move things around, see how you can get to sell in other categories. But the idea is, if eBay is going to be your main source of income, you have to be seen doing things that will move your business forward. I hope this video helps you. If it did, go ahead and click on the like button, subscribe to the channel. Until I see you again in the next one, peace.